Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2026 BMW X7 Xdrive40i.
And a big thanks to Ibrahim and the rest of the management and staff here at BMW of Ocala for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium or performance car or SUV in the Ocala area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Ibrahim.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the X7 has been BMW's full-size luxury crossover SUV since 2019. Facelifted for the 2023 model year, and for 2026, the X7 ditches its infotainment gesture control as well as the Emerton red metallic paint color. Available in 3 trim levels, starting with the Xdrive40i with a 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder, cranking out a really healthy 375 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque, and more than likely underrated because that's enough to get this big full-size SUV to 60 in 4.6 seconds, starting at $85,000, and then you can upgrade to the M60i, which gets BMW's 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 with 523 horsepower, 553 pound-feet of torque, and a 3.8 second 0 to 60 time, starting at $113,000. The top trim, the Alpina XB7, gets a up-tuned version of the 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 with 630 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque, and a 3.5 second 0 to 60 time, starting at $155,000. But here we have the Xdrive40i with an $85,000 base price. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So styling hasn't really changed since the 2023 release of this facelifted X7, but it doesn't really need to change. It's a really good looking SUV, especially with the M Sport package, blacking just about everything out with this beautiful black metallic paint color. Hopefully you can pick up the sparkles here in this Florida sun. BMW LED daytime running lights, black headlight housed LED projector headlamps, forward facing camera, full front parking sensing, panel for the advanced safety features, and a ton of airflow for the radiator and intercooler for this turbocharged 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine. BMW badge up top. We get these black 22-inch rims wrapped in Continental Premium Contact SSR summer performance tires. I believe they're more considered a 3-season summer tire, not as all-out performance oriented as a true summer performance tire, but still definitely a grippy tire for this SUV with a large 4-piston Brembo style brake caliper. Dimensions are 275/40 R22 up front with an offset contrasted width out rear. We had all black trim for the wheel well area, side sensor helping us out with the 360, camera on the mirror also helping us out with the 360 with an LED turn signal on the glass, blind spot monitoring on the mirror. All black trim for the window trim, blacked out pillars, 4-door smart access. Actually, I believe they canceled the 4-door smart access for the facelift. Yep. Since 2023, we just have smart access for the driver and a front passenger. We had heat extractor behind the front wheel, pretty aggressive rocker panel side skirt area. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile with roof racks, panoramic moonroof, and we'll take a quick look at the window sticker. It's not going to be super easy to see with these tints, but hopefully you guys can pause and take a look at the standard features. With an $85,000 base price, we pay $2,900 for the M Sport package, $1,350 for the professional, $1,650 for the premium package, $1,600 for the climate comfort, with a couple of additional small options and features here and there. $96,280 for the total price, but we're getting 23 combined miles per gallon, 21 in the city, 21 or 25 on the highway, thanks to this mild hybrid setup. The rear wheel and tire setup, it's contrasted compared to the front. These are 315 wide 35 R22s, still the Continental Premium Contact Summer Performance 3-season tires. Additional side sensor helping us out with the 360, LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights, aluminum X7 badge, Xdrive40i on the opposite side. Shout out BMW of Ocala for helping make this review possible. Trailer hitch, will leave a link, show you what this SUV can tote. Pretty aggressive diffuser, full rear parking sensing, and our exhaust tips. But speaking of the exhaust tips, let's fire up this 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder B58 engine and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder mild hybrid sold by BMW for the 2026 X7 Xdrive40i. And it sounds good, cranking out a lot of power and likely underrated at 375 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. And I say underrated because that's enough to get this like 5,300 pound all-wheel drive full-size SUV to 60 in 4.6 seconds, already making it just about the quickest full-size SUV in the segment. And it's just about the slowest, if not, no, it is the slowest X7 that you can purchase at 4.6 seconds 0 to 60. That is some serious performance though. We can shut this hood right down. The hydraulic struts are appreciated. Same with those 4 strut tower braces with additional bracing in front or behind these active shutters. That's about it though, guys, for the exterior of this 2026 X7. Let's take a step inside and see what we get with around the $85,000 base price point. The X7 may not be as spacious as a Cadillac Escalade or Lincoln Navigator, but it's still a very spacious full-size SUV while still being just as nice, if not nicer, when it comes to interior quality and far superior when it comes to driving dynamics and performance. We get leather stitching up top, leather stitching in the center with a gushy soft leather armrest, 4-window auto one touch, power sunshades, 4-way adjustable power folding mirrors, aluminum door handle, 2-person memory seats with adjustments for the passenger seat and the rear seats. Some leather for your knee will often hit, padding for the bottom part of this door panel. You'll stack 2 14-inch subs and a big gulp right in front of it. 2 speakers for the Harman Kardon audio system, some wood trim and aluminum contrast, an M step-in plate with some blue tape over it. We get these beautiful coffee Sensafin synthetic leather seats. They're basically the exact same thing as the real thing, feels just about perfect, and even smells just like the real thing as well. With quilts, perforated, heated, and ventilated, massage function, adjustable bolsters for the top and bottom with adjustable thigh support. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide. 4-way lumbar control with adjustable thigh support, as we mentioned. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So this is a really premium interior. We have leather stitching just about everywhere with an Alcantara headliner, part of the $2,900 M package. Thick steering wheel, fat 10 and 2, just about a perfect 9 and 3. It's an M steering wheel, but no flat bottom. We get the stitching for the horn area. The horn, loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. We'll do a window check. We get dual paints here on the X7. We get our cruise control adjustments on the left side, volume and skip, phone calls, infotainment adjustments, and our voice commands. The infotainment adjustments, you can adjust the content, the layout, and the heads-up display. I'll leave everything here for the purpose of this review. Aluminum paddle shifters, power tilt and telescoping steering column. The stocks have a satisfying click, auto headlamps, auto high beams, and auto rain sensing wipers. Our auto headlamps to the left side are lighting adjustments, and you can turn off your lights, all outlined in aluminum. Soft touch for the lower part of this dashboard area, and lined in felt for this little additional storage pocket. Sorry about that. My camera's kind of tripping out. We get a stitched dashboard and a massive heads-up display. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. Some more wood grain trim for the dashboard area, the 12.3-inch digital gauge display, and the 14.9-inch touchscreen. We can close out of the climate control. This is my only complaint with the new iDrive 8, 8.5, and 9 systems, is all the climate adjustments are exclusively adjusted through the touchscreen. The touchscreen itself, though, is perfect when it comes to the response and resolution. This is also currently our home screen. You can press this map dial, and it switches to our pure navigation. But I actually personally prefer the home screen with the song that's currently playing and the destination output on the left side with a bunch of different configurable adjustments for it. Our apps, we can take a quick look at them, pause, take a look at everything that we have available, but I personally prefer leaving it in the home screen. Air vents with a carbon flash to it, interior illumination for the X7 icon, aluminum separating the air vents, soft materials outside of the controls. The volume dial feels a little bit light. Skip controls, you get actual buttons, they're not touch sensitive, hazards, and our defrosters. We can shut this cubby right up. We get some of this glossy wood USB 8-port wireless phone charging pad with some additional storage. You'll fit 24, possibly 32-ounce bottles with a 12-volt. You can turn off the traction control, turn on the parking sensors, engine start stop, sport, comfort, eco pro mode, hill descent control, electronic parking brake with auto hold, the gear selector control, and the 8-speed auto transmission, backup camera. I had to turn up the air conditioning a little bit. My camera keeps overheating, but super high resolution backup camera. This is our parking view, assist view, panorama view. There we go. We also get 3D view, trailer coupling view, car wash view, the 3D view. You can take a quick look all the way around our Xdrive40i X7. We can take a quick look at trailer coupling view. Easy way to line up your trailer hitch to its receiver with guidance lines and trajectory, with the car wash view being our over the top up front for our front wheels to line up the wheels to the car wash grates, whatever you'd like to call them. Anyway, throwing right back into park, we do not return to our home screen, so you have to actually manually return yourself to it. We mentioned all the drive modes, the dial if you don't want to get fingerprints all over your touchscreen, with shortcuts being media, home, map, telephone, and navigation. backing option behind it, adjustments for your air suspension, gushy soft leather armrests with stitching for where your knee will often hit. Hopefully you can pick that up on camera. Console space is decent. You'll fit 6, maybe 8 12-ounce cans, additional USB-C port. The glove box is soft touch on the outside, lined and felt, and massive. You're fitting 30 license plates, easily fit 2, possibly 3 pairs of shoes, 6 Harry Potter books. Frameless, auto-dimming rear view mirror with 3 garage home link settings on it. Interior lights are LED. We can open up the shade, suede Alcantara headliner as we mentioned, and as soon as the shade opens up, I'll catch right back with you. All right, guys, we can open up the glass. The opening panel goes on top of the fixed panel, so it sticks out a little bit like a sore thumb. See if it goes out any further. It does. So all the way to the end of the front row, we can poke our way out of here. It is a hot one today in Ocala, Florida. It says 91 degrees, but considering the amount of times my camera is overheated, and I'm personally overheating too, I think it's definitely closer to 100. We'll shut the glass right up. We'll leave the shade open so when we take a step out back, you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin with an additional sunroof for the third row. Not quite sure if you can pick it up right now, but we'll take a look at it when we take a step out back. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat. Let's take a step out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. Every single time, I always forget to unlock the back door after opening up the front, but taking a step out back, we still get the leather stitching up top, power opening sunshades is a premium touch, contrasted leather, gushy soft leather armrests, and all this leather, I keep calling it leather, but it's Sensafin. It feels, looks, smells just like the real thing, but it's not genuine leather, it is Sensafin. Aluminum door handle, 2 Harman Kardon speakers, I mentioned the power sunshade, auto one touch window, and a ton of storage. You'll stack 2 14-inch subs, big gulp right in front of it, and it's all soft padded trim. Additional illuminated M nameplate as we step inside, solid legroom. The second row seats are well bolstered, perforated, quilted. I believe they're heated but not ventilated yet, just heated, not ventilated. They're electrically adjusted though. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide with an additional adjustment out front. Not quite sure what it does. It slides the seat forward about ½ an inch. Let me know in the comment section if you have a better answer. Taking a step inside, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings with about 6-7 inches of knee room. And we can slide the seat back an additional 2 inches. It's now about 10 inches of knee room. Headroom, I have about 2 inches of it. So if you're under 6'6", 6'7", you'll have no problem sitting in the back of this 2026 X7. And the second row seats recline pretty far. In a full recline, I have about 4 or 5 inches of overall headroom. We get air vents as part of the center console area and additional air vents for each of the B pillars. We have brackets for iPads, iPhones, computers, USB-C port right next to it. Map pockets for both of the front seats, or behind both of the front seats, with 3rd and 4th zone climate control, some additional storage, 2 USB-C ports, 12 volt, same bracket setup and USB-C port for the passenger side. The center console armrest back here, decently soft leatherette, some storage space lined in felt, and some padding for the cup holders. To open up the cup holders, you get a fully press. You'll fit 16, possibly 24-ounce bottles. We get a hook for both the grab handles back here, LED interior light, the Alcantara headliner, and a ton of light brought into the cabin thanks to this massive panoramic moonroof with an additional moonroof out rear that we'll check out in 1 second. That's about it though, guys, for the second row. Let's take a step out in the third row, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. So you just press this button right up top and the seat starts to fall. The front seat slides forward to allow the seat to fall. The third row seats are currently not up. I'll lift them up for you and I'll catch back in 1 second. All right, guys, so taking a step out in the third row, the floor mats are a little bit in the way, but we'll see what we can do. Lift the second row seat back up. And going all the way back to its original seat settings, my legs are 100% in the second row. But as you guys saw, oh yeah, definitely in the second row. The seat doesn't even come back far enough to allow it to be in this fully back position. But that's with about 1 foot of knee room. The second row passenger does not need 1 foot of knee room. Every inch that the second row passenger compromises is an additional inch of legroom for the third row passenger. But for a full-size SUV, this is definitely towards the more cramped side of things. We do still get air vents and this sunroof that we can open up with a click of a button. Nope, that closed it. This opens it up. We get an additional 5th zone climate control for the third row with heated third row seats, adjustable air vents. This is a seriously configurable vehicle. I just wish it was a tiny bit more spacious back here. We get a cup holder, some charge ports in this pocket. We have a hook and a USB-C port. That's about it though, guys. We can hop out of here with a click of a button. The second row seat starts to slide. I do wish we had manual options for these second row seats. It would just be a little bit more convenient, but not the end of the world. To slide the seat forward, you got to actually use the electric adjustments. Very premium. It's just not necessarily the most user intuitive and not necessarily the most spacious for the full-size SUV segment. I mean, for the full-size SUV segment, this is definitely the toughest third row to get in and out for someone that's over 6 feet tall. That's about it there, guys, for the third row. Let's take a quick look at the cargo space. Underneath the BMW badge is our power opening lift gate, and it's a split gate design just like the X5. You can drop the split gate, and you can also drop the air suspension. We're not going to drop the air suspension. Hopefully you can pick up how much space is behind the third row. I'll leave a link right here, show you exactly how much space is back here with the third row up, third row down, and with the second row down. Cargo cover, secret storage. It's going to be tough to show you guys with all these floor mats back here, but I'll try to show you. There is a very decent amount, and it goes pretty far out. You'll fit probably 3, possibly 4 carry-on suitcases back here. The split gate can hold, I believe, 500 to 550 pounds. We can lift the bottom tailgate portion back up. I'll drop the third row so you guys can hopefully have a better idea of how much space is offered in this cargo area with the third row down. Pretty practical, pretty premium, but compared to the BMW X5, it's not that much more space. It does have the available third row that is usable for somebody around 5'10 to 5'11, but above 6 feet, it will start to get a little bit more cramped. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this all-new 2026 BMW X7 Xdrive40i. It is getting up there in price, but considering a mid-4 second 0 to 60 time, 3 usable rows, a really comfortable interior, and a ton of luxurious tech options and features while looking really good at that. But performance-wise, let's take this 2026 BMW X7 Xdrive40i out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2026 BMW X7 Xdrive40i. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My camera's been overheating a lot today, so I'm gonna keep the air conditioning a little bit louder than usual. Hopefully it's not bothering you guys too badly on camera. But starting off in comfort mode, the brake pedal feels good. Taking a step out here, about third throttle. Feels good. Very quiet, very smooth with the 8-speed transmission. Sport mode will make things a lot more aggressive, but for daily driving, comfort mode, you still get plenty of performance. And this is where you're going to get your 23 combined miles per gallon, which for an SUV this size, this level of performance, it's just an absurd level of fuel economy. We can lean into it about halfway. Comfort mode still. It doesn't really downshift you, but with this turbocharged power plant, it doesn't need to downshift. There's plenty of torque in the low and mid range. We can try it out in sport mode. We immediately downshift and increase our revs. You hear a little bit more with the intake and the exhaust, but it's gonna be really tough for you guys to hear anything with the air conditioning screaming. So I'll turn it down at least a little bit. Sport mode, throttle gets more sensitive, transmission's more eager to downshift you. The paddle shifters, responsive. And you lean into it and you get a really good amount of torque, and everything stays quiet even in sport mode. We try a little passing power, third gear. It's very quick. You look down and you're flying. The air suspension makes you just about feel nothing on the road. The dual pane windows, we don't hear any wind noise. And this transmission shifts unbelievably smoothly. Every time I look down at the speedometer, I'm going faster than I think I am. We can try out a real world turning radius, open her up a little bit more. Turning radius is pretty good on the gas. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely feel a 5 second, maybe a little bit quicker 0 to 60 time. Car and Driver tested it at 4.6 seconds. And I can see that, but considering how smooth everything feels, it just doesn't kick you in the butt compared to like a traditional 4.5, 4.6 seconds 0 to 60. Either way, fantastic performance. If this isn't enough for you, the M60i will do 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, whereas the Alpina XB7 will be in the mid 3s. Every X7 will be a great performer. And this Xdrive40i with the M Sport package, basically fully loaded, still under $100,000. You're definitely getting your money's worth considering where Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, and luxury full-size SUVs tend to price themselves. All right, guys, taking a step out here, we can try it out in the manual shifts, put the transmission into sport. It still shifts for us, but as soon as we press the paddles, it should switch from sport to M. There we go. And now it shouldn't switch gears for us. Try downshift, third gear, pull. I mean, yeah, it doesn't blow you away, but it still feels very strong. Concrete pavement, you hear just about no road noise. Great ride quality. And the wind noise, literally non-existent. And just cruising along at highway speeds, it requires just about 0 throttle to keep this thing moving, even hills. Really strong from the low range, mid range, and for a turbocharged 6-cylinder engine, it continues to pull up top. Pretty aggressive downshift, but with the AC screaming, you're probably not going to hear anything. Brakes feel good. Handling is amazing for the size of this SUV. And in the sport transmission mode, it definitely kicks you a little bit harder compared to normal mode, but you're also going to get quicker shifts. This is probably where you're going to get your mid to high 4-second 0 to 60 time. And speaking of mid to high 4-second 0 to 60 time, we can try one out off the line, see what this thing's got. Throw it into automatic mode again. S1, off the line, on the gas. Boost. Yeah, it definitely kicks you a lot harder in sport mode. For that reason, I recommend just leaving it in normal drive. Sure, you won't get 4.6 seconds 0 to 60, but you'll still probably be at 5 seconds, if not quicker, with a much smoother driving experience. Everything about this SUV, for the most part, is smooth. The steering, although it's very light, it still feels sharp and direct. The handling is fantastic. Foot on the brake, throwing it in, good handling, and coming out. Good power. Yeah, guys, the transmission here is really smooth. The steering feels super sharp and direct with pretty good weight. It's definitely prioritizing the lightness, as do most luxury SUVs. You can upgrade to the M60i. You'll have a little bit more beef out of this SUV and a way stronger 4.4 liter twin turbo V8, but I don't really think that's necessary. If you're looking for a quick performance SUV with 3 rows, a comfortable interior, fuel efficient, and just a great performing vehicle, I mean, 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, you're not getting that in most of this vehicle's competition. And this is the slowest X7 that you can buy. The M60 is a huge performance upgrade. The Alpina is an incredible upgrade to this. But again, I really don't think you need it. If you're looking for a sub $100,000 luxury performance SUV that can get over 20 miles per gallon and put a smile on your face, this Xdrive40i is really all you need, and I would 100% recommend checking it out. And a big thanks to Ibrahim and the rest of the management and staff here at BMW of Ocala for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium or performance car or SUV in the Ocala area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Ibrahim, and a huge thanks for all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.